Welcome to Daza on World of Madness. So here we are, still much as things were, and we can do a fly past. Because I decided to just succumb and get a camera account, so I've got a spectator account on here now. And we can see how it actually all looks. Now the main thing we need to do today is first of all sort out what's going on up here, this boss-like structure that will have a kind of a chandelier type thing, and then we will remove this floor at this level. We'll leave this bit because I still have to do this rose window, and but for the first time we'll actually be able to see basically all the way from the floor to the ceiling and get an idea of just how big it is. So I'll flip back into myself and then we can get going. So down we go. That, I'm glad I was recording that. Let's keep going and hopefully be a little more sensible as we go now. I completely forgot where the lead ladder was. Now, the reason I spent so long getting round to this point, 1.16 coming out, and I kind of hoped that, yeah, replay mod would be ready and everything. Of course not, we haven't updated the server yet. Oh, I did this map. It's quite nice, you can see the whole thing. Quite nice as well for just checking the overall symmetry of the thing. Seems okay. Seems okay. Yeah. Now, need to have a think about this structure that's going to be in the middle. What we're going to need, because I don't have an enormous selection of glowing blocks, I think we're going to use some redstone, because, you know, we've always got tons of redstone if you do any mining. Ridiculous amounts of redstone, you may as well use it for decorative blocks. And what have we got? The nether abilia. I have some glowstone, so let's use some of that. Now what does this need? So we've got 8 of those. And what else? Glass. I think we should have some glass. And I've got some glass blocks here. Shall I use some of this red stained glass? Can do. I don't know what other forms of dye I have lying around. I picked up some things. Want some magenta dye? No, I don't really want magenta. Because I'm trying to think what would go together well. You know, you've got to think. I need to go on a dye collecting quest. And I think we will need some wood. And because we're going to be making a light, I think we should have some dark wood. So we've got some dark oak fence there. We need to make a bit more. Hello. You're not going to cause any trouble, are you? No, you just sit there looking out the window. That's a good place for you. Yeah. Right, so we can start by taking these bits down. And we'll put a piece of wood there. In fact, we'll bring that down a bit further and a bit further still, because this is going to be quite high up. And I found I had this chiseled stone brick here, so this makes a nice, alarmingly big thing to stick there. And we'll bring this out. Yeah, I think this is what we'll have. We'll have this coming out like this, and then a glowstone block on the top, which I think will give us quite a nice lighting effect. So there we go. It's sort of dripping with metal and stuff now. I did a couple of journeys up and down to get bits and pieces. I think that might work. Bearing in mind it'll be seen from quite a long way down. So the next thing to do is to start removing all this stuff. And for that, I need my little spectator friend. So here we go. And let's see if I can do this without falling through the floor. And so there we are. And for the first time we can actually look up and see how it looks. That actually looks really quite impressive, that chandelier now. I'm quite pleased with that. So we can go all the way down. And let's go all the way down here to the sleeping area, which is a good opportunity to have a sleep actually. So look at that. That's quite a good star effect actually, with the like rays shooting out to the sides. Actually, that's something I didn't anticipate. I'm really pleased with that. And of course, with the rest of the building continues out these ways, because of course the reason those are still there, because that will be part of the structure that will. There'll be a flat wall there. Is that Piglin still around somewhere? I thought he'd gone. Or maybe it's these guys. I still haven't got used to that. Let's sleep and move on. So from the floor level, yeah, I really do think that chandelier works well. It's that red contrasting with the blue. I suppose I could, in retrospect, have gone into the nether and got some crimson wood, but I've already plundered the nether enough for this little mini project. How about that? How about that? That had to happen, didn't it? Even though I was safely using the... Go on, undead player. Go on, burn up. I'm so pleased that happened while I was filming. There's all sorts of morals that can be drawn from that. So yeah, while I was marvelling and patting myself on the back at my own work, yes, fell off. And I could have used my spectator account, of course I could. Yeah, as I was saying, this kind of semicircle will be continued up. I need to start putting windows in again at the next level as well, I think. But this will be a solid wall. And the idea being that when you're over the far side, this is kind of the sleeping area. I know that it's not a very grand bedroom. I mean, it's just a bed in the corner with a map. I can't help thinking that there needs to be some way of opening this up a bit. I mean, I've got the enchanting area here, and I've got this, which is self-enclosed as the staircase. I mean, where does the bed go? Does it go in the middle? The trouble is you can't make a big grand bed in Minecraft, really, can you? It's always going to be 2 blocks next to each other. And I've got the portal there. I don't know. Do you know what? I think that's the answer, isn't it? I've just thought of what the answer is. We move the bed. And in fact, having done this, I'll probably put another bed back more or less there, because I like having beds just in convenient places. But the main bed, I think, the bedroom should be here, like this. So there we go, respawn set. Which makes sense, yes, they're directly under the chandelier, so if it ever falls, then it skewers me straight through the head. That's probably the sensible thing to do. Now that raises another question, which is how we get up there. Obviously these steps, these ladders, are temporary, because we have a grand staircase that comes up here. We could go around the corner and move those paintings, and have something that comes up the side. Then again, we have some spare space here, which could lead to a way up. That's deserving of some thought. And of course, there's a natural thought of, do we put a floor here? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. And maybe we enclose the enchanting area as well. Maybe we put a roof on that. To be fair, I liked the idea of the enchanting area, you know, you look up and it's this, oh yeah, but at the same time, because you've got this wall here, you don't really get much of a full effect, do you? Because it's mostly going to be blocked off. So I think, yeah, maybe if we put a diorite flooring up there. Have I got much diorite left? Or am I going to have to go on a diorite hunt? I know I'm going to have to go on a die hunt for dyes for the glass, because I'm going to need a good assortment of stained glass to make the rose window, and since I seem to have gone down this stained glass route, I'm going to need more stained glass generally. So let's have a look in my diorite box, and I've got loads. I say that, I mean it's not going to be much in terms of overall flooring, but it'll do. And you have to ask yourself, why am I going up this way? I never seem to go up the most direct way to any particular location. So yeah, it's always, you see, when I built this, I said to myself, as I did indeed say on a video, that one great thing here is that I've broken my usual pattern of making very small cramped spaces, you know, big grand space. But at the same time, the more I fill it with stairs, the more it's going to be cramped. So I don't know. Maybe I still did make it too small. But I think this is the obvious place for a bedroom. Let's put the ceiling in here. And the question, which way round should the bed be, actually? Now I look at it, I think it should face what will be the rose window. And I've just put it back the wrong way. Come on, bed, do what you're told. So that will be kind of the view. I think so, yeah, I think that works. Still not clear, of course, what's going to go between these two beams here. Will that be another floor? Probably will. Will there be a floor here? I have a feeling there might be, because obviously you've got to then have the stairs leading up to something. So we have to have kind of a landing area here, which I think will have andesite coming across. So I suppose we'll have andesite beams continuing this line, won't we? Shall I go ahead and do this? Let's go and get some andesite and put up some beams. Now, of course, one thing that is quite good about all this is that we have a little bit of extra andesite from taking down that floor, so that should save having to get too much more of that. Look at that, I've put that in the wrong place. Now the real mystery there is how I managed to put not only a beam in the wrong place once, but twice. There's got to be something going on there, hasn't there? That actually looks quite good. I think I was going to put a rail down the side or something, but in actual fact I don't think it needs it. And as for what goes underneath, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we can put that painting back, or put a painting back. What do we get? Oh, that's got to be Fate, hasn't it? It's exactly the same picture again. It's the girl with the pig that we already have 3 times out of 4. Well, we'll go with that. And on that note, now we have a plan for what to do with the bedding area, and we have a nice view of our star chandelier thing going on up there. Thanks very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you again next time when we will continue making this thing bigger.